Ciroc? Damn, we got all this liquor, and y'all want Diddy to come to my room. He ain't even brought no Ciroc. I don't want that old ass nigga around me. He an old ass bitch.
A former Diddy and the Carters bodyguard has made shocking charges against his former bosses, alleging that he has evidence and is working with the FBI to investigate his allegations.
Jay-Z and Puffy wanted Biggie killed. Bottom line. You don't have to believe me, believe the facts.
This bodyguard, known as Uncle Ron, has alleged that both Puffy and Jay-Z wanted to kill Biggie, and he has receipts and documentation to back up his accusations. He also stated that he did not release his information earlier because he had a family and children and did not want to put them in danger. But now that his children are all grown up, he felt it was safe to tell the world what was going on with their favorite stars. Not alone in his quest, Ron has the backing of 50 Cent, who also believes Diddy should be held accountable for the several lives he has taken and is ready to provide the FBI with information that may lead to Diddy's arrest. As you would expect, the bad boy headman is extremely angry at 50, but Uncle Fifth doesn't really give a damn. So, who are some of the killings 50 Cent has been laying on Diddy? Let's find out. Everyone is familiar with the tragic story of Biggie's unsolved death and some of the events leading up to it. He died in Los Angeles just weeks before the release of his record, Life After Death, and there have been countless rumors that Puffy was the shady businessman who profited the most from Biggie's death. Rapper 50 Cent has reiterated that over and over again. He believes that Biggie intended to leave Bad Boy Records after the release of his album, which irritated Diddy, who couldn't afford to lose his biggest talent to anybody but himself. And so did Uncle Ron. Ron isn't the only ex-bodyguard to suggest Biggie planned to quit Bad Boy Records. Gene Deal, another ex-bodyguard, claimed Biggie had other plans before his tragic death. Deal previously stated that Biggie intended to depart Bad Boy Records in search of a better deal elsewhere. He said on DJ Vlad's vlog that Biggie wanted to quit Bad Boy Records in exchange for a lucrative deal worth more than $60 million. When Deal had to watch over Diddy's briefcase during a flight, he saw Big's Bad Boy contract, which stated Big's revenues in increments of $250,000 but left publishing income in Puff's ownership. When he inquired about it, Biggie allegedly told him about his new contract and all the money he'd make. He said, "He showed me it had Charlie Baltimore, Cameron, Lil Cease, Lil Kim, Junior Mafia, Tracy Lee, and the commission. I think the contract was for so many years for like $62 million. It comes out to $62 million. Deal claimed that Big intended to change Junior Mafia's business practices and have them start writing and holding their own. Ready to stand with the two bodyguards, 50 Cent has also stated on several occasions that Diddy is a criminal.
Why have you never stood next to nobody? Because you studied the 48 Laws of Power.
Nah, man, that's whack. And he knew exactly what I meant because he'd been standing next to something his entire career.
Right.
He stood next to Biggie. You put hot on him. That's stand next to the fighters you want, right? You stood next to Mace.
Mm-hmm.
Stood next to Ja. Look, Puffy might be the destination for anybody going nowhere.
He's not wrong. Y'all are fucked.
Nobody survived him.
You all are fucked.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Please, people, help me help you. Who's first?
A recent video of 50 Cent exposing Puffy for sacrificing Biggie and other celebs has gone viral on social media, with many fans stating he's not the first person to accuse Puff of sacrificing his Bad Boy record mates. As 50 said that everyone who stood beside Diddy and was linked with him ended up being a failure or broken. The internet ripped him up, alleging he was still attempting to pull Diddy down. But then more evidence against Diddy continued coming out, making his most devoted supporters doubt him. The first story to break was about a 19-year-old successful rapper who left the industry to become a pastor. From 1996 through 1999, Mason Betha, a rookie rapper with Bad Boy Records, dominated the charts with his first album Harlem World, which went platinum 4 times. Following his immense popularity, Mace announced his retirement to become a pastor, which shocked the hip-hop community. He declared his retirement from music to pursue a calling from God, alleging he had been bringing friends, children, and others to damnation. He added that rap was not real and that he departed to find and obey God in his heart. In the recent past, the Wanksta hitmaker has accused Diddy of killing not only Biggie but also planning and taking out Tupac. If at all he can put his money where his mouth is, then he surely will be useful to the FBI. And the two bodyguards aren't the only ones helping 50 Cent in assisting the FBI regarding Diddy's evil deeds. Another renowned figure who has been fighting to have Diddy thrown behind bars is Jaguar Wright.
Puffy has been making money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive. People keep forgetting he hadn't turned 25 yet. He was still 24 when he died. It's been over 25 years. Clearly, a Biggie Smalls verse is very valuable. So then what the fuck happened to the commission? What happened to that album? It was recorded. It was being mixed and mastered upon Biggie's death. It was supposed to have came out that summer after Biggie's album, because Biggie's album was slated. He died a week and a half before his album came out. Then the commission was supposed to come out, and that was supposed to be his exit from Bad Boy, and then starting his own company. Puffy has been making money on that boy's name longer than he lived. It supported all of Bad Boy.
That's real, yo. The more money you make, the more problems you get.
Jaguar Wright, a singer-songwriter who has made headlines in recent years for spilling the beans on Hollywood, had something to say about Diddy and how he is the sole survivor at his record label. She stated that Bad Boy Records was founded by 5 guys, 3 of whom had already died, one of whom, Al B. Sure, was in a coma, and the only person who had survived without a scratch after all the commotion was Diddy, or Honeycombs as she liked to call him. Jaguar believes Diddy killed the 3 guys and has dared him to sue him if he feels she is making all that up. Jaguar went on to say that the other 4 co-founders of Bad Boy had all experienced terrible things while on the point of authoring tell-all books. Even Al B. Sure, who happily awoke from his coma, was working on his book before the catastrophe struck. It's as if someone doesn't want anything said. If tell-all books were the cause, they were all dying, then they must know something that someone doesn't want known. We all know who that person is, don't we? In a shocking video posted on Instagram in 2020, Jaguar Wright, the tell-all artist, claimed that Diddy forced male artists to perform sexual acts on him for power, failure to which he would plan to take you out. Jaguar stated that she hired an entertainment lawyer who had recently left Bad Boy, hiding the lawyer's name for fear of punishment, and that the lawyer confided in Wright and revealed a disturbing anecdote about her time at the company. When the attorney wanted to acquire approval for some papers, he went to Diddy's office. Wright said Diddy was meeting with singer and New York City actor Christopher Williams about perhaps signing a demo deal. The door wasn't locked, so she didn't think twice about just walking in. Wright said when she walked in, she saw Christopher Williams performing fellatio on Puff. That was certainly a strange sight, but it bothered the lawyer more than it embarrassed her, so she kept her cool until Diddy brought it up the next day. He allegedly confronted her and asked if she meant to inform anyone. When she politely asked him why he hadn't locked the door, he reportedly replied, "I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do in my building. It's power." See, Diddy told the lawyer, "If I could make a man suck my dick, I could make people do anything for money." Wright was convinced that Diddy had threatened her life if she told anyone. "You better not try to do nothing to her either," Wright said. "She ain't had nothing to do with you being no sodomite, forcing men to do degrading acts just so you could prove how fucking powerful you are." It seems she knows pretty well how dangerous Diddy can be, and Lord, that lawyer was lucky to leave that company alive. Last but not least, 50 Cent also has the backing of the later rapper DMX.
And so I saw Biggie smile like hard nigga, Brooklyn nigga, dude. He shot you. Like, yeah, nigga, get it. And nigga was like smiling about like oh shit, yo. It made you realize like, oh, he's enjoying his life, man.
Do you have any memories of Biggie?
I only met him once.
Tell us about that.
Well, you know, the Locks got signed before I did. Even though I bought the Locks to our brothers, you know, they got signed. They were a safer group. You know, Puff signed them. And it was a blessing and a curse because I'm sure they were happy about getting signed first, and they were on the Benjamins and shit was going. But then he made them jiggy and put them in suits and made them write lyrics for him and took all that publishing and raped them. Wow! Like, damn. I'm glad I didn't. You know, like you keep that. I never saw Biggie smile until after he died.
X also knew a thing or two about Puffy's evil deeds, and he may have shared some with Queens-born and raised gangster rapper. Earl Simmons, better known as DMX, died in April 2021 in White Plains Hospital in White Plains, New York, a week after suffering a heart attack. But not before exposing Diddy for the jerk that he is and how he handled the late Biggie Smalls. In an interview prior to the release of his 2012 album Undisputed, the rapper reminisced his days as an unsigned artist and related a story about almost obtaining a record deal with Bad Boy but being passed over in favor of the Locks. "You know, the Locks got signed before I did. They were a safer group," said DMX. "Puff signed them, and you know it was a blessing and a curse because they were happy they got signed and they were on the Benjamins. But then Diddy made them jiggy and put them in suits and made them write lyrics for him and took their publishing and raped them." DMX went on to explain how Damian D. Rock Butler arranged for them to meet, but Diddy declined to sign him because he did not believe DMX was a viable musician. However, many skeptics now believe Diddy passed up X because he didn't find him attractive enough to meet his sexual demand after it became clear that Diddy had a thing for guys. DMX, just like 50, repeatedly told of how Diddy was only out to give rappers a shady deal and then kill them, leaving him as the sole owner of their musical rights. No one is a victim of this evil vice more than the legendary Biggie Smalls himself, and his mother has been voicing her opinion on this for decades. Valletta Wallace, Biggie's mother, has come forward to expose stunning revelations regarding her son's death. In a recent interview, she accused music mogul Diddy of lying and plotting Biggie's assassination. Mama Biggie made a groundbreaking statement on the 20th anniversary of the death of her only son, Biggie Smalls, also known as Notorious B.I.G. In an interview with the Daily Mail, she reveals that she is sad every single day because she will never see her son again, and his killer is still free. She added in her passionate statement, "I have a very good idea who murdered Christopher, and I genuinely believe that the LAPD know exactly who did too. They've done their investigation, but they just refuse to move forward. I don't know why they haven't arrested who was involved. It seems to me that it's one giant conspiracy, and someone is definitely being protected somewhere down the line. There's no closure for me until that murderer is behind bars and sentenced." Supporters are hopeful and supportive of Ms. Wallace's ability to revive this case at some point. "I hope Ms. Wallace builds the strength to reopen the case and get the justice she deserves." Former bad boy Sidney Mace has also come forward to support Valletta, saying that the poor mother deserves to know the truth about what happened to her son. There you have it, a host of witnesses, led by 50 Cent, ready to share their experiences with the FBI, something that may have Diddy sent to prison for the rest of his life. And that's it from us today. Until next time, bye.